Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 671, and today's topic is the purpose of writing of literature review of the thesis, whether it is PhD thesis or MSc dissertation. Literature review is a must. So the PhD or master student should understand very clearly. It is, we can say, is a calling of past and comparing with your present work and giving all the critical review. But we can define that literature review is the process of reading, analyzing, summarizing, evaluating the research studies in relation to your topic. That is actually how we can define the literature review. And now, what is literature? What type of writer is considered as a literature? So first thing is that literature means scholarly written articles, mainly the published research papers in reputed journal. When I say reputed journal means your scholarly written articles and research papers must be abstracted and it must appear in your author and subject index everywhere. And nowadays it is online. So online abstraction should be there, and in a very brief, your subject and as an author. So there are two index, for that literature. One is called subject index. In that subject index, they will just give you the abstract, so that anybody who is interested, they will go through the subject, those who are doing the literature review, and then author index. You should appear there. That is called chemical abstract. And once it is not abstracted, it is not appearing, that your research paper or your journal, they are not of good standard. Then conference paper, conference review, proceedings, and books. And if I say books means it must be written by reputed scholarly authors, publishers, and under the supervision of the editorial board in volumes. So everything should be very clear once it is a book. And also the PhD thesis and master's dissertation. Once it is published, then you can give the literature review of the published one. Otherwise, you can give the reference, literature review of either PhD thesis or master's dissertation. Unpublished work, your information, if you are getting, that is also acceptable, provided it is authentic. So in this way, nowadays, internet information, you are getting lot of scientific information which is available on internet. That one you can give with timing, with that internet reference, that when and where it was downloaded. And then lastly, you can also include the other informations which you are getting through your friend circle or scholars, which is not published. It can also be included. So all together, whatever scientific information which is authentic in the form of research paper, in the form of journal, in the form of review, in the form of seminar paper, in the form of book, all is included, and that is called literature. And once you are doing literature review, it starts from introduction, your review. It flows to objectives, comes to methodology, and then lastly comes to result and discussion. In discussion, if it is not properly given the past and present critical review, your thesis is not properly written. So literature review reflection should start from introduction. It should go up to your discussion and result. And your literature review is a critical review of your present work. Maybe present work is very much critical. A lot of things are missing, what you are getting, and also it is having lot of conflict with the previous work. So all these conflicting report, critical views, all are presented there. And once your literature review is good, means your methodology is good. Because if your literature review is not properly done, it shows that your methodology will be poor. And in discussion, it has very important role to discuss your present and past. That's why it is called also past review, critical review of past and with present. And there are three types of literature. One is called primary literature. Primary literature is only very good scholarly written research papers in reputed journals, or we can say refereed journals, which are abstracted. So they are mainly known as primary literature. And primary literature is very important for your thesis, because that primary literature will give the impression to reader or to examiner that what you have done. If suppose your primary literature is only some from you are picking the journals from 1950s, 40s, 30s, where science was, especially the chemistry, was not very advanced because there was no spectroscopic analysis. Spectroscopic analysis came from 1960s and MRIR, UV, spectral studies. Even your electronic microscope came after 1950s. So lot of things were discovered after 1970s. So once you are writing literature review, it should be recent and relevant to your topic. Literature review, if it is not relevant, when I am checking any thesis, I used to pass the comment that some of the literature review, what it is given here in bibliography or reference, they are not relevant to the topic. Number this. So it must be relevant to your topic, and as much as possible, it should be latest. Maybe if suppose you are working as a research scholar in 2020, so you can give the research papers, whatever work is done in 2010, 11, 12, 13, within this period, and then some few old ones, that what it was the research done some 20, 30 year before, just for reference purpose. So that is main is your primary literature. Then secondary literature. Secondary literature includes your thesis, PhD thesis, and master dissertation work. Once it is published, it's okay, you can give the published PhD thesis and master's dissertation, and if it is unpublished, still you can quote the thesis, PhD and master's. And third one goes to, that is called tertiary literature. Tertiary literature is books. Whatever paragraph or whatever books, edition and chapter you are giving, that you have to give. And remember one thing, some of these students, they give lot of literature review, that is tertiary. Tertiary means from books. Tertiary one is having poor, we can say, impression for examiner, because books are not very much important in your research work. Few references you can give literature, but book is the last, only few you can give. Your main should be primary literature. that is published research paper in reputed journal. That is main, it should be in bulk. So you have to be very careful that there are three type of literature: primary, all research papers; secondary means thesis, published and unpublished; and third, tertiary is, that is your books. There should not be lot of references from books, because some of the books, they are not with editorial board, and the authors sometimes they copy, plagiarism is there and from here and there. So it's not very authentic scientific information of book. So your best one is reputed journal, that is primary one. So this is about the literature review, and here I am giving in point wise one by one so that students can copy down. The purpose of writing the literature review of the thesis, that is for PhD thesis and master's dissertation. Number one, literature review is defined as the process of reading, analyzing, evaluating and summarizing research materials about a given research topic. It must be relevant to your research topic. If all is literature, what review is given, if it is not relevant to your topic, no, it is wrong. And number two, what constitutes the literature? What is literature? What constitutes? So, the all scholarly articles, research papers, research review, case reports, chapters in the books, scientific conferences and their published proceedings, earlier PhD thesis, MSc dissertation, research work available on internet, as well as unpublished information obtained by personal correspondence, that constitute the literature. This is your literature. These things are included in literature. Then number three, literature review aims to review the critical points of current knowledge. So what is the current knowledge available in different research papers? What type of work is done on that? For example, once you have purified and established the structure of phloem, like epigenein. So now you check that on epigenein, recently, what are the views, what are the papers are available, and what is your critical review about that epigenein which is established by you. That is critical review point of the current knowledge in the area of your research study. Number four, literature review lays groundwork for the present research. It is a platform, groundwork for your present research. It brings clarity and focus to the research problems. So your literature review brings clarity, and this literature review will focus on your research work because you have collected lot of scientific informations. Problems. Literature review improves the methodology. I have already told you that if your literature review is good, it will improve your methodology, because methodology is directly linked to your literature review, and shows the examiners and readers that relevant literature has been critically analyzed and intended research is justified. So once your literature review is relevant to your research work, is relevant to your topic, then your examiner, your PhD examiner or your reader will be convinced that it is justified, that all your references, all your literature review, they are relevant to your research work and your topic. Number five, in thesis, that is PhD, and if it is MSc, it is a dissertation. Literature review follows the introduction and proceeds to objective, methodology, and finally results and discussion. I have already told you that it starts from introduction, your literature review, goes to objectives, aims and objectives, methodology, and then your discussion and result. And this, your discussion must have the critical literature review of present and past about your research work. That is very important. I have noticed in some of the discussion, because I consider the heart of your thesis, the heartbeat of your thesis is discussion. If you have discussed your whole work with literature review critically, it will be very clear, no need to go page by page. And if it is not well discussed, it means the heart is weak, is not very good. So you have to give lot of emphasis on discussion part, and once you are discussing, it is your all experimentation, result, everything, critical review and literature review, all should be there, past and present. Then number 6, literature review is the first step to understand the currently accepted level of knowledge and the research area where there is deficiency, conflict, or lack of clarity of information. So this also literature review will give the information where it is clear, where it is critical, where there is conflict. Everything will be clear. And finally, I have already told you, the literature, there are 3 types of literature. One is primary, other one is secondary, and third one is tertiary. And I have already told you in detail about primary, secondary, and tertiary literature. So, with this I will stop. And literature review means you should not forget recalling the past and then critically reviewing the present. So, recall the past and also present. That is your literature review. Primary, secondary, and tertiary. You have to put, mainly it should be primary ones. Means most of your papers should be relevant and latest, and it should have been published in a reputed journal. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.